so must keep it clean. We flex every word of literacy gang. We in our own lane and we got our own slang. We do our own thing with a literacy gang. We in our own lane and we got our own slang. We do our own thing with a literacy gang.
What's up, everyone?
I'm Shania.
And I'm Jalil.
And you're watching the Virtual
Village Show. We are super excited to have you all join us today.
We have a great show today. We're going to be reading How You Think an Inventor today and learning about George Washington Carver, an influential botanist, scholar, and inventor.
But wait, before we get started, it's time for our question of the day.
That's right. Joshua is bringing us our question of the day. So let's get right to it.
Hi, I'm Joshua, and today's question of the day is, if you're an inventor, what would you create?
Do you know the answer?
If you know it, go to clevercommunities.org to submit your answer, or leave the answer in the comments below.
I think I will create a 100% cleaning wipe or a universal vaccine.
Maybe I would create like a chapstick that keeps your lips unchapped forever. Or maybe an earring that permanently closes your ear so it doesn't close up.
I know. I would also create a chapstick system so I don't ever lose them again.
Hey, Jalil, have you checked the clock lately?
Check the clock? Why would I check the clock?
Because it's everyone's favorite time.
Wait, do you mean what I think you mean?
You guessed it. It's affirmation time.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I have purpose.
I have purpose.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am valuable.
I am valuable.
My voice is worthy of being heard.
My voice is worthy of being heard.
I'm an asset to my family, community, and school.
I'm an asset to my family, community, and school.
I respect myself and I respect others.
I respect myself and I respect others.
I am beautifully made, inside and out.
I am beautifully made, inside and out.
I love my beautiful hair and I love my beautiful brown skin.
I love my beautiful hair and I love my beautiful brown skin.
I am more than enough.
I am more than enough.
Great job, Literacy Gang. We do this every day to always remember who we are.
I love the affirmation. It always gets me excited and feeling great about myself.
I love the affirmation too. It makes me happy every time I hear it. You can listen to the affirmation whenever and wherever by going to clevercommunities.org.
Whoa. Wait, Shania, do you hear that?
I think I do. It sounds like a rumbling.
It sounds like a thundering.
Wait, I think I know what it is. Or rather, who it is. It's our friends from Jacox.
I wonder what they have to say. Let's see.
I'm Janasia. I'm Tyron.
I'm Rihanna. I'm Leia. I'm Jennifer. We are the Young Kingdom, and we're part of the Literacy Gang. We got our own slang. We got our own thing with a Literacy Gang.
I always love to hear from our friends at Jacox.
They always bring the energy and get us motivated about the virtual village show.
Now that we're motivated, we can keep things moving along.
We have such a great show going. I wonder what will happen next.
Jaleel, do you know what a botanist is?
What's that, Shania?
A botanist is a person who uses plants.
Oh, kind of like a person who goes into fields or forests and researches what they find?
Exactly. Sometimes botanists take plants to their lab so they don't have to go far to research them.
I wonder if that's how popcorn was created.
I actually don't know how popcorn was invented, but I do know it's time to pop into
Say
Coca.
Coca time!
George Washington Carver was a botanist, agronomist, chemist, and inventor who also was the leading scholar at Tuskegee Institute's agricultural department. Carver's studies led him to fertilizers and nutrient restoring techniques like crop rotation. He also worked to find crop alternatives from cotton, which led to his work with sweet potatoes and peanuts, for which he found over 300 uses.
That was great. I learned so much about George Washington Carver.
Me too. I really enjoyed it.
Jaleel, what did you find most interesting? And what did you find most interesting? Drop it in the chat.
I know, I love that George Washington Carver had so much work outside of the peanut, and it was really eye-opening to see his agricultural breakthroughs.
Exactly. His work included recipes and practical techniques to improve farms everywhere. But all this talk about crops is making me a little hungry, though.
I got just the thing for you. I'm gonna make my special sweet potato pie after this show.
That sounds delicious. Hey, Jaleel, do you know what Clever Community is all about?
What?
Hey, Jaleel, do you know what the virtual village is all about?
What?
Jaleel, do you know what the literacy gang is all about?
Shania, what is it? You have to tell me.
We're all about reading, Jaleel. Reading culturally affirming books that build up and empower kids to look like you and me.
That's so powerful. I actually have a friend who's gonna join us today and read one of these great books.
Let's bring them on.
Hello.
Hi, Kashan. How are you doing today?
Good.
What book will you be reading?
We'll be reading Have You Think an Adventure Today?
That book sounds so interesting. Well, we're gonna step away while you read a few pages.
Have You Think an Adventure Today? By Patrice Milan, illustrated by Diane Wang. This world is full of inventions. Some of them we don't even think about. But if we took the time to think about them, we'd realize we wouldn't want to live without them. You see, inventions, they make our lives much easier, and they also make our lives more fun. So we should thank the inventors who invented great inventions. Without them, we might not get anything done. Like the instant when your mom wakes you up in the morning to let you know that it's time to go to school. You stretch and yawn, rub the corner of your eyes, and probably wipe away last night's drool. That's when you happen to glance over at your clock and realize that you're running a bit late. Well, you wouldn't know that if it wasn't not for Benjamin Banker. He invented the first clock in the United States. Thank you, Benjamin Banker. So you put on clothes and brush into the bathroom. You wash your face and brush your teeth, then brush your hair. Well, you should thank Lita Newman for part of your morning groom. As the modern day hairbrush was her awesome idea. Thank you, Lita Newman. Yep, that's nice. Afterwards, you're called into the kitchen for breakfast. This morning, it's cereal with fruit and white toast. Well, thank goodness God, John Standard improved the refrigerator because hot milk with your cereal is pretty gross. Thank you, John Standard. And when you're on your way to school, whatever you're a bus rider, a car rider, or you walk, you have to thank Garrett Morton for the traffic light. Otherwise, none of our streets will be straight to cross. Thank you, Grant Morgan. Then, after you settled into your classroom and you've taken out your supplies because you're such a scholar, please remember to show your love to Mr. Johnson. Love for his invention was none other than the pencil sharpener. Thank you, John Love. Now, as much as I know that you love to learn, you'll admit that sometimes lunch is your favorite time of the day. Well, you can thank John Robinson for your lunchbox, but for what's inside it is your mom that you need to thank. Thank you, John Robinson. And what does your mom usually pack in your lunchbox? Tasty snacks that make your belly go yum, like peanut butter, made by George Washington Carver, or potato chips invented by George Crumb. Thank you, George Washington Carver. Thank you, George Crumb. Fast forward, the school day is now over. It's been a long one, and you're happy to be home. You check the mailbox invented by P. Drowning. Then chill in front of the air conditioner invented by Franklin Jones. Thank you, P. Drowning and Frederick Jones. Plus, your teacher didn't assign any homework, so you decide to play a few games on a cell phone. Well, if it wasn't for Henry Sampson Gammon, electric cell, believe it or not, there will be no cell phone. Thank you, Henry Sampson. And these are just a few awesome inventions. There are countless other ones that I didn't even mention, like the doorknob invented by Dorsey, or a type of guitar invented by Robin Fleming. Sarah Vaughan invented the iron board, and Thomas Stewart invented the and Looney Johnson invented the Super Soaker, and W.A. Martin, he invented the lock. So now here's what I want you to do. I'd like for you to take a moment or two and ponder over how life would be if these inventions wasn't created for you. Then as you lie in your bed this evening and you think about how your day was spent, don't forget to thank an inventor. Then dream about what you like to be invented. GE.
That was a great book, Hassan.
Thank you.
Right. You were a phenomenal reader. That
The
book
virtual
sounds so great.
really love that book.
Good job. Thank you.
But I have a question for y'all. What was your favorite invention from the book?
Peanut butter.
How about you, Jaleel?
I loved Garrett Morgan's invention of the traffic light.
Hmm. I think my favorite was maybe the hairbrush from the new.
That's great, Shania. Sean, before you go, we have something special we want to do just for you.
Now that you're on the virtual village show, you get to join the
Literacy
Literacy Gang.
game.
Welcome to the Literacy Gang, and make sure you remember
Once you're in the literacy gang, you remember for life.
this means that reading and literature is a strong.
So what do you think about that, Kashawn?
That's good.
So, well, glad that you're happy and have a great day, Jacox.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have a question for everyone at home. What inventor would you like to look more into?
Hmm. I think maybe Madam C.J. Walker with the hair products.
I, w- I would say Benjamin Banneker in the wooden clock.
Hmm. Well, today we had a great show where we had a fun question about what was our question of the day? And we talked about the inventions, and we had a great show where we had Jacox helped us out. And thank you again for joining us. What did you have to say, Jaleel?
We also had a fun audience. We got an extra boost from my friends at Jacox.
Yes, we really are excited that you join us every Wednesday, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. As always, be revolutionary readers. See you next Wednesday.